So a good alcohol and drug policy effectively would have, I think, three key areas. I think the first part is that it needs to be clear, it needs to be easy to understand. It has to be fair. So from a business perspective and an employee perspective, it has to be fair. And then the final thing, it has to be robust, because the nature of a drug and alcohol policy is that it may be open to challenge. So it does need to be robust in that respect. I think the second part is that drug and alcohol policy is very closely linked with, health and safety. So it has to comply with all current health and safety requirements, and it fulfills, employment law and any data protection obligations that the business needs to comply with. And I think the final thing, and it goes back to that clear idea, is that it has to provide a range of procedures that enables the managers to use when they need it, really. So they need to use the right approach, and depending on the situation, if there is any sort of suspicion of a breach of the policy, or if somebody comes forward with a dependency, the policy has to cover all those eventualities to make sure it's easy for any managers to follow. So I think that's a good starting point. I think in terms of the policies in general, everybody needs to be aware of it. So when you do launch a policy, it's very important that there is a clear communication strategy around that, so that employees, managers, senior leaders, all those kind of people are fully aware of what the policy is, why it's being introduced, and what it's used for. Basically, it is there from a positive perspective. I know a lot of people view it in the negative, but ultimately the drug and alcohol policy is there to protect people. It's there to ensure the health and safety of everybody that's on the site or working with the company. I think just on that, so building onto the kind of communication side of things, is that we always recommend, and it is best practice, that there is a structured training program for managers and employees. This ensures that the policy is launched in the right way. It is embedded within the kind of culture of the business, but also everybody knows their roles and their responsibilities within the policy. So managers are aware of what their responsibility is and how they can use it. And again, employees are aware of their responsibilities, both in terms of their own personal responsibilities and those of their kind of close work colleagues. I think just to sort of build on that is that at Hampton Knight, we've been sort of supporting companies for about 21, 22 years now, developing robust and fair policies, and also supporting with training and the kind of overall communication strategy. So we've got a number of years, we work with various companies, all different sort of industries, to be able to deliver those kind of services.